G'day, I'm Adrian, and this is my place. G'day everyone, welcome back to the Fishroom. Well, today, as the video title says, I'm going to create a new tank for the crabs that I've got, the Darwin, the freshwater crabs. So they've been in their little, I guess it's been a holding tank for a little while. It was never going to be permanent, and I'd like to actually put them into the rack over here. So I think I've got them at a better height. I think the lights are good, and I'm going to make an island so they can get out pretty much with the scape that they've got and get out of the water and sort of bask up the top there as well, which they like to do. I've got to make it escape proof as well. That's something I'm going to do. I'll give you a bit of a quick tour around as well. There's been heaps going on. It's Sunday afternoon and I've spent most of the weekend doing non-related Mrs. Fishroom stuff. So I'm finally back into the room. I'm going to smash this video out for you, aren't we, boy? We have been playing with the ball all day, of course, as well. So I'll smash this out and then hopefully it'll turn out all right. I guess if you're watching it, it must have. So anyway, so go and get comfy, because I'm going to talk about fish and crabs. Let's do it. This is the tank in question. So it's been like this for a while now. It had the orange mouse whaling cories in there and some Mickey Mouse putties. I'm going to pretty much get this island in the center here, taking the sponge filter as the center, have it bubbling up out of the top. I'm going to have to put something at the top here to stop them getting out from the plumbing up onto the outlet, which they will, but I can do that with some perspex. I'll pull all of the roots and the bits and pieces out of here. I think it's a better floor space for them as well, and I'll make it a bit interactive. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. I actually really like the way that paint is cracked in there. It's on the outside of the tank. So not 100% sure, of course, what I'm going to do, but I'm going to get into it. And so I guess really the first order of business. Hello, puss. Puss, puss. It's black boy. So that's actually where my whiteboard is. My videos list. I might even actually show you that. You might be able to help me decide what to do next. So I guess the first thing is I've got to do is I want to use this stuff, in particular this brick with the 3 holes in the center. So I want to use that. There's a pot that's full of sand. I forget how I put it together, really, and I want to use the sponge filter. So that's going to come apart now gently, very gently, because I do not wish to drop anything on any of these. There's 2 left in there, so they've got quite big actually. They've shed their skin a few times, and I really want to just get them out of there and into their new home. So I'm going to have a go at that now. All the major stuff's out of there, and disappointingly, I only have 1 crab. I'm really pissed about that. Pretty sure that's the boy, because the one with the big claw was the male, but I'll check when we turn them over. But the other crab is here, what's left of it, I'm guessing. So that's disappointing. That still hasn't deterred me from setting up Crab Island over there. I saw that Jack from Mad Aquariums actually had some of these guys in when I went up and filmed the other day. So yeah, I think I'll probably end up getting another couple, and I'm going to set it up for them now. Potentially could have been, I don't think it was the cold, but I had Bluey in here, and he also passed, which within I think about a week of him dying, the first of the 3 crabs died. So I don't know, it could have been the cold. They're not heated, those tanks obviously, and this one over there will be, because it's the hard water from the sump over here. So I'm going to go and try and set that up now. So it looks all cleaned up. No duckweed, thankfully. Got a bit of space around the back, I think, for these guys, or her, to hide. I think it's a her. Still have to check that out, don't I? I might put a length of perspex to go right across the top, because I'd really like this island to be dry, if I could. And I'm going to have some sort of, I don't know, channel with rocks, so the water comes around and goes out this way, and keep it pretty open so I can see it, but him or her, but to keep them entertained and make it a bit interactive. So I'm going to have a crack at that right now. And this is the hardscape I've come up with so far. I think this rock is pretty cool. Hopefully make some sort of cave or entrance out of that. Some big ones. This is from the old tank, and I've got a bit of sandstone as well, which I'm going to try to incorporate. So what I might do is I'll just move that out to the middle. I've decided, change my mind. Surprise, surprise. I'm going to put the sponge filter in here and have it bubbling up here. So I'm going to put that on time lapse, and now you'll see what I can do. So while that's filling up, I have to feed the fish out here, but of course that includes, oh, that was a shit kick, wasn't it, Z? Sorry, bro. Oh. Alright, get that one. I've also moved some of the bonsais today. I've done a lot of fiddly stuff today, really. I'm not going to do the pond out here this year, so I've decided to do some different things out here, which I'll tell you in another video. But I bought the desert rose bonsais out of the shade. I don't like where they were, and this one today is pretty much that's happened in about the last 24 hours, which is good. So they look all right, and kick the ball, and again. So I'm going to give these guys a quick feed now while I'm waiting for the crab island to, I guess, clear up and fill up. Okay, so these guys outside, the Medakas and stuff, get this, which is the Aquamunch decapsulated brine. I find this is just perfect for any of the top feeding fish, like these Medakas. So they're the platinum blue rice fish. Gorgeous little fish. There's a heap of shrimp in there as well, like a heap. I stirred it up yesterday by pulling all the hair algae out of it. I've got to zoom in there on that one. Some very big ones. Sorry, mate, what? Oh, yeah, of course. So that's them done. Another one, we'll go over to, I've got baby swordtails. They're supposed to be just the koi variety, but they're bred in here as well, so they get some decapsulated brine. None for the goldfish because it's too small. Now these guys go nuts. Sheriff, what are you doing? Boy, come on. Leave the birds alone. Come on back here. Get your ball. So these are my Chinese white cloud, or the mountain minnows, and there's a good chance they will smash those. Even while I'm here, they've been breeding all winter, believe it or not. Birds are getting ready for bed. Don't know how much you can see there. I can't really see much because of the glare, but there is a heap in there. This tank looks great. Well, the tub looks great when there's sun on it. Now, not feeding any of the other tubs because they've got shrimp in them and they're all fine and dandy. I do have, to kick the ball, this one over here, which has my orange Medaka rice fish, and I think probably the next video I'm going to tell you what I've been thinking. There they are in the corner actually. You can see I think there was nine or 10, can't remember, in there. They're doing fine. This tank tub is slipping down and just covered in duckweed. It's got all my timber in there. So that's it for outside feeding of the small stuff. I've just got to go and grab some larger food for these guys because they are definitely ready for food. I like the red of the canna lily, that it sort of accentuates the red or the orange there in those guys, which I think is pretty cool. So getting darker by the minute. I'm just going to feed these guys while I'm out here. These are the paradise fish. They like the decapsulated brine as well. They will absolutely demolish that. I'm so happy with those fish. They're going outside again. All these tubs are actually. Hopefully within a week. They're the baby gadiards, platinum blue guppies. All the gadiards over there coming out. Tons of babies. And this guys are the same. Tons of babies. And then this, I'll just move some of the duckweed away. I love duckweed. I don't know if I've mentioned that before, how much I love duckweed. So these are the 24 karat golds. Lots of babies again. They love the decapsulated brine. These are more swordtails. And these guys are my these are the gold dust platies. I'm stoked with. I love these guys. So that's sort of the tubs fed. They'll all be outside. What do you want, Z? Oh, well, you want the ball through. Oh, of course you do. So they'll all be outside hopefully next week. And I do plan to make a video on the ponds and outside, moving them all outside. Okay, I'm going to go and see how that looks now. Oh, that was another shit kick. Sorry, mate. I've got to get that down pat, don't I? All right. So I'm going to head inside and show you what that looks like now it's full. All right, just one more. Okay, maybe one more. So I'm pretty happy with it. Top section. I'm still going to try to work out a way. I'm going to fill this with either gravel or sand, or I've got some small gravel as well. I need to put some terrestrial moss around to. It's like totally barren for me. It's like a desert, no plants. But these guys eat plants, and you know, it's the compromise I've got to make. I've got to get a top for it, which I've got down the back. I'm going to go down in the dark now, and I don't think I'll film it just in case there's some spiders. The bubble filter, you know, it's not really a waterfall, but I'm still happy with the way it's going. And if I build all of this up to the point that it's dry, it'll actually look quite good. From underneath, so just move that out of the way so I can get in here. The black pot I think disguises itself pretty well. I'm alright with the brick like that. I can actually see through it if I need to with a torch. The sponge filter, obviously I can't get it out easily, so not that I plan to. And I've created, you know, like a bit of a raceway, as much as crabs race, that goes right around that rock, around the back of that to the sponge filter. And the water coming in here is coming from the sump, and it's hard water, so it will certainly be in the 8 as far as 8.0, 8.2 range as far as pH is concerned. And it's going to come in here, basically hit the gravel and stuff that I've got down here, not to stir anything up, flow around here, and then up, and then out the overflow back to the sump. And then what it's anything at the top, anything at the bottom will actually then get drawn through the back behind there. I should have cleaned that before I did this one. And then the sponge filter will take care of that. So I'm going to put the lid on and pretty it up a bit, and you'll see. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell, it's way darker out here now. Zig is nervously chasing the ball. That's Miss Willow. He's fine with her. He loves her, in fact. but he has an ambush set up over here by Dr. Evil himself. What are you doing, Chino? Chini Bambini? So yeah, Zig's very nervous about the whole ball chasing thing over here, and he hasn't been coming over this corner. So what I was doing, I got distracted, and I've actually done a water change inside as well, which I'll show you. But I'm just gonna feed these goldfish. Now I do give a little bit of bug buffet to these guys every night as well, because they really love it. But this stuff, so I put a heap of duckweed in. I'll show you the tank that I got it out of. But I also give them a hit of bug buffet, probably I'd say twice a week. I don't feed them high protein too often because it's not good. They're mostly vegetarians, these guys. So now I'm going to go in and I'm not going to kick the ball and show you now what's going on inside. Oh, and just quickly, I actually was hooking up the sponge filter and I lost one of the black pieces. No, don't look away. I'm talking about you. Yeah, no, don't. No, seriously. So this one was luckily found by Ziggy, and he's marked it with his teeth, so I'll know exactly which one I'm looking for next time. So yeah, what happened there, boy? Yeah, what's that? Yeah. All right, now we're going inside. I took the duckweed from this tank. It was pissing me off really. So now I'm giving it certainly 100% water change. I've taken all of the plants that were blocking the light, and these guys love a water change, there's no doubt about it. I could watch these guys all day long. I'd love to have them in a bigger tank actually. So that's doing its thing now, and I'll probably give that another 15 or 20 minutes doing that. Down here, however, I forgot to hit record on the time lapse, but I've got it to this point, which I'll take you through now. This is how it's ended up. I don't think that the crab will eat that, but anyway, the moss, the terrestrial moss, and also the hair grass. But I wanted to use up all the stuff that I had left from the bonsai tank build, because it was just sort of shabby sitting into a just like a plastic takeaway container. I put the lid probably on a, I guess, 30-degree angle there, and I cut some side pieces in and just used some duct tape to hold them. So I don't think they can escape. I'll put a bit of sponge down there just in case she tries or he tries. And then underneath it's pretty clear now. Again, happy with that. She can get to the sand over here. I'll probably move that rock actually because it looks like it's fallen down. So there's a bit of change of texture there. Completely out of the water and be dry. And then of course be submerged, and I've got the coral sand down the bottom, tons of snails. I think they eat the snails actually, so I hope so. But if not, I won't be feeding this one crab enough for those snails to survive, so most will die off. And yeah, I'm going to release her now. I've got them in here, got her in here, and yeah, I think I'll just tip. I've been acclimating, and also the temperature as well, so I think what I'll do is just take them out. Now I'm not going to get through there, so I have to transfer to some sort of smaller container. Actually, I'll just pick it up one sec. Alright, so this could be really funny or not. I'm going to just try to lift the little fella out. There we go, no claws on me. And there we go, perfect for a release shot. I hope you enjoyed that tank. I put a bit of effort into it, so with any luck, this won't be the last time I see you. But I'm actually thinking I'm going to get probably 3 or another 4, maybe, I don't know, crabs to go in here, because I think it's worth it, especially if they don't eat the top stuff. So I'll let her just settle in now. I'm not going to really, I don't think I'll see her much for a couple of days, but I'm hoping that she feels comfortable enough to come out and explore, and I will put some food in for her. But There you go. That's the crab tank. And what I think I'll do now is just give you a quick update on some of the other tanks I've got out here. Actually, let's move this stuff out of the way. So I guess as far as quick updates go, the bonsai tank doing really well. The moss has stayed consistently wet. I don't really need to water it. I think it's just obviously the capillary attraction that takes it up. And I've had to push the frog bit back a little bit. It has shaded this stuff. So the hydrocotyle, that is, I should say, sorry. As far as the Monte Carlo is concerned, that stuff's great. Doing well here. Not so well down here, although I think it probably looks better on camera than it actually does in real life. Hello. She's settled up, which is good. She's happy. And then this bit here, it's growing well out the top. And the bonsais are doing well. There's a broken branch here, which is why that one's not so good. But everything else has started to sort of kick on. You'll see I've got some growth here. I don't want that growth. You should never have something really on inside or outside bend as far as a hanging bonsai is concerned. But it started to shoot also here as well. So the light, I haven't updated or upgraded them yet. It's still a LED spotlight and then these two fluoros. And what I'm going to do is get some grow light fluoro bulbs in there, and I'll probably get a grow light from there. So that should hopefully kick that on really well. But needs a water change. The fish are doing well. There's a bit of tannins from both, I think, the roots and also the bark at the back, but the guppies are happy. I'm probably going to change them out. I like them, but I'm actually tempted to put the sparkling gourami in there. But anyway, I haven't decided that yet, and I will change my mind. I'm going to also look to get some sarissa, I think, out of the top here that I've got. So that's really it as far. Oh, I've got rid of the tubs down here, so there. I just combined them over there. Look how messy that is at the moment. So they're over there in the tubs with the other ones. That was the platinum blues there and the golds there. These guys are going to tubs outside very soon. I have, as far as babies update is concerned, the Ockies are doing well. Now, I don't know if you can see. Oh, there might be one right on top of her, actually. That was there, a couple floating around. You'll see. Oh, there we go. Over the. Trying to focus in on them there. So anyway, I counted 12, but there's probably more than that in there, and hopefully you'll see that on the video. I actually can't see at the moment because the glare on this is pretty bad. So I just gave that a quick clean out, fired up the water again, and cleaned the sponge there. These guys looking good, very happy with their water change, clean tank, and got rid of the duckweed. That is going to be, I think, an electric blue Acara breeding tank. I'm going to do a breeding video on them in a species profile, so who knows, I might change my mind. And of course I've named her Crabby, so we'll see how Crabby goes, and I will get some more in there. So now more babies. I've actually got them over here. The other babies are up here. Now, if you remember my mate who I did the rescue tank for, actually I need to get a light. Hang on a sec. Alright, so I've decided to feed them. And I'm going to give them some bug buffet tonight because they'll come out quicker. So, and I've got a headlamp on, so hopefully that works better. Now these are, so yeah, so my mate who had I did the rescue tank for, and I put the electric blue Acaras in there. So these are, I think, his second spawn. First one pretty much got eaten. Oh, where's this the first one? Anyway, whichever it is, this is the first or second spawn. So they're growing up quite well. Now I'll put a little bit of food in for them. I haven't really counted them, but there's a lot. And then these guys were his either second or third spawn, whichever is correct. And there's a heap more in here. I'll just get that off my fingers. So I reckon I've got between the two spawns probably at least 100 or more of the babies. Although this spawn does look a little bit less, but there's a lot on the ground, isn't there, I guess. So close to 100, and then over here I put the gold lasers, the babies that I from the Corridora breeding video, the results video. So they're in there ripping around. I should put some food in actually. So I just dropped some bug buffet in there now. Also took the headlamp off because it was yeah, it didn't look good as far as I could see. So these guys are swimming around. There was 16 that I put into here from the little fry container. So I'm happy with the way that all turned out, because I have at least doubled, if not more so, my colony of these guys, which is super exciting as they're a really spectacular quarry. So that's, oh look, there's a bit more out now. If I can focus. There we go. So there's quite a few in there and quite a few in there. So I think what I'll do is sell them through my 3 local fish shops, which is of course RC Aquariums down here in the Gold Coast, Jack, Mad Aquariums, and then also Nick. Both of those guys are in Brisbane. So I'll probably divide them equally. So if you are looking to get some of my fish, give those guys a holler. Probably in about 4 weeks, I reckon, before they're 6 weeks maybe before they're ready to go. These guys are pretty good. I'm happy with them at the moment too. They're quite dark, quite black in the morning, and I'm really trying to get that black to come out so I can actually breed them as far as the longfin rosy barbs, or black longfin rosy barbs. So crazy how they change their colour, because they're quite orange now, and in the morning, yeah, they're very, very dark. They remind me a lot of Odessa barbs. Okay, so I think that's it for the tank update. Got some cleaning to do there, and particularly this one here. I like the way this bonsai is growing out, I've got to say. I think if you know bonsai or you like bonsai, you can see there's some potential here. It's a twin trunk, and it's going across this way as well. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm going to give that a bit of a wire. I've got a couple outside I'm going to do as well. This tank I'm definitely going to do a clean up on that one, and the one down the bottom as well. So that's it for the fish room, I guess, for tonight. So what is the time actually? Oh man, I'm in trouble. I am so in trouble. So okay, I better do an outro and then get out of here. But just quickly before I do, I mean, I'm already in trouble, so what's the point of rushing? I wrote this down for me, but I actually thought this is probably not a bad thing to share with you guys, is that firstly, I must point out, now Ziggy has bailed on me tonight already, but Ziggy will be in all of these guys. These are the list of videos that's currently, or was up until yesterday, in my head. So if you would like to yeah, comment as to which ones you would like to see. I don't necessarily know that I'll do them. I certainly won't do them in that order. I've really just got to, do things like the ponds, for example, when that's pretty important. So I'll do them in order of priority. But if you actually wanted to comment, that would be pretty cool. And then I can work out which videos. And if there's any in there that like really suck, then let me know because I won't do them. All right. Okay, so here's the outro. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. As you know, Ziggy bailed on me ages ago. He went up for dinner. I mean, I'm not. I mean, well, I am. I'm in trouble. So I'm going to head upstairs shortly. Really, I hope you enjoyed that. It was fun making it. I had, so many things that I've got to do, and I thought, well, this one actually solves two problems. It gets the video out, and it also gets the crab into that new tank. So I really appreciate you hanging out with me today. I know it was a quick one, but at the same time, I got a bit done. It wasn't the weekend that I had planned, and yeah, comment on those videos. I mean, if you really want to see some of those videos come out and I get quite a few responses on them, then what I'll do is I'll do my best endeavors to get them out in some sort of order that you want to see. And again, if they suck, please tell me. All right, well, that's it for tonight. I really wasn't supposed to be down here this long tonight, and I was supposed to be cooking dinner. So anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me and getting me in trouble. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next week. Bye for now. G'day everyone. Welcome back to the fish room. Well, today is going to be a different video again. I'm going to actually do it and so as far as the tank update goes, well, as far Pothos. Man, come on. All right. So I really appreciate you hanging out with me, and I really wasn't supposed to be down here this night. So I really appreciate. I don't even have Ziggy to blame.